expeditions are collaborations between a faculty member who is teaching a course, usually for undergraduates, and a graduate student who is interested in exploring a data set within the parameters of a class assignment. In my experience in running data expeditions with a couple of different graduate students, it was a way of introducing computational methods and understanding how to set up a data set for analysis within courses that are not traditionally quantitative. One person, one vote was a ISS course aimed at first-year students. It's a seminar. The expedition let the students take a very abstract idea, the influence of money in politics, and see how that applied essentially to the institution they had just joined as first-year students. There is something really exciting to the students to be able to apply the theory from the course to an exercise designed by somebody else. So they didn't have me lead the class for 2 weeks, they had a graduate student, but they could bring in the readings that they had done before and apply it to the exercise that they were engaging in. This was an unusual course. It's cross-listed between English and math. And the point of this course was, in collaboration with Hugh Bray from the math department, bring together game theory and essentially rhetoric and persuasion theory from Plato onward to think about politics.
This data expedition is an opportunity to explore how Twitter shapes public discourse. And the perspective that this project takes on that question is to look at Twitter both as a source of social science data, which can be analyzed through visualization software, for instance, and as humanistic textual data that we can use traditional literary scholarship techniques like close reading to really dig into.
It's not just STEM, or it's not just computer science or math that has data and needs to do visualization. Art historians, literature people, med sci, everybody has some data or needs to communicate visually at some point in their career. And in some ways, their careers depend on their ability to perform in these areas, and we're very often not trained in them. To me, it's fun working with students from a variety of backgrounds because of the things I learned, because of the areas that I can help open up to them and their careers and their intellectual pursuits. So that part is always exciting to me.
Frankly, the experience was fantastic. I think the students who ended up working in small groups to create their own analysis of some subset of the tweets had a really good time getting to do something slightly different from homework sets or writing essays.
For me, one of the takeaways of this project is that embarking on it, there was so much that I didn't know, and so it was very experimental. But I think by kind of gathering together this group of people from all over Duke, it became conceivable to do a thing that I couldn't have done alone. And I think the kind of training that it enabled me to do in tools and skills that I just generally wouldn't use in my research, and then to integrate those into my pedagogy is really what I'll personally take away from this project.